Salut! Je suis avec Norman J. Hi Norman, how are you?
I'm good. Just relaxing in Martinique at the festival, and as you can see,
Is it the festival? The name is on the glasses. What are those glasses?
Martinique. It's the one and only.
Are you happy to be in Martinique? How was your trip, your journey, everything?
My trip has been fantastic, and my appearance at the festival yesterday was every bit as good as I imagined it would be. In fact, it was better. I had a terrific night, really good crowd. They showed me a lot of love, and I hope I returned the love in kind.
What about the place? What do you think about the place, the people, the vibe?
The vibe, especially the festival site, it's an amazing location. You know, I have to take off my hat to the organizers for all the hard work in building this fantastic location. The beach, the palm trees, the people, the Caribbean. What more can I say? Amazing.
So Norman, we're gonna talk about your career. How did you start to be a DJ? Um, can you tell us about your history?
I can tell you a little bit because we'd be here for the next 12 months talking about my life. It's too long to explain to everybody in 30 seconds.
I can imagine, of course.
But yeah, I started DJing when I was 8 years old. And I was throwing my own parties by the time I was 15 or 16. And then I went to play at the world famous Notting Hill Carnival with my brother. We brought our sound system there, Good Times. And in Good Times, I broke with the music tradition there by introducing funk, soul, disco, jazz, house, hip-hop music, because the Notting Hill Carnival was primarily about Caribbean culture music, you know, soca, calypso, reggae, dancehall, which is great, but, you know, I wanted to add all this other great music from America, particularly the soul, the funk, and the jazz.
And what's happening with your brother? Are you still doing this?
No, my brother's retired to Ghana in West Africa. He's been living there for 10 years now. So I continue to do, you know, to keep the name of Good Times alive virtually by myself, with a couple of close friends who've been with me from the beginning. And now my son also DJs for Good Times.
Okay. And you have. Are you still doing your radio broadcast? What's happening at the moment?
Well, I worked for the BBC for 15 years, the British Broadcasting Corporation. I left there 18 months ago because I was there for so long and I needed a break. I was getting all these invitations to come and DJ around the world. And when I was working at the BBC, it was great, but too restrictive. So I said, I'll take 2-3 years out and I'll go and I accept all these invitations to come to places like Martinique, to go to South America, to go to Japan, to go to Australia and New Zealand and Russia, all these countries that, you know, I hadn't been to before. So I'm loving it. It's an amazing experience.
And I think you know Giles Peterson. How did you meet, and what's the story, and how did you collaborate together?
Well, Charles is a great story. We have a long-standing friendly relationship and a football rivalry, which is very famous in the UK. Giles supports Arsenal Football Club.
And you support?
I support Tottenham, the rivals, the next door rivals. And it's fantastic. You know, he's one of my closest friends in music. I have the highest respect and regard for him because he is one of the most creative DJs, I have to say. He's a pathfinding DJ, you know, and I guess we share a lot of principles about music. We like the same. We're like two rings that go like this. Yeah, he's more left center. I'm more right center. But but in the middle, we love the same things. And I think that's why we've always worked great together, especially when we were at Talking Loud Records in the early 90s.
Yeah. How was Talking Loud?
Talking Loud was one of the most amazing experiences, of my life. It's the one time that I got involved in the record industry, and I only did that because of Giles. And it was amazing place to work at that time. All the artists we work with then, and Giles and I have maintained a friendship to this day. We'd love to play together more often, but our schedules are so busy, and we're in different places all the time. Maybe we get to play together once a year or once every 2 years, but we're going to change that.
I've heard you're gonna play together this summer in south of France, no?
Yes, I'm hoping that's going to be the case. I have never played in a big festival in France before. So Giles invited me last year to play at his worldwide, is it Sete?
Set, yeah.
Yeah, Set Festival. I'm really looking forward to that. The only reservation I have is on the day that he wants me to play to close the festival. It's the day of the World Cup final.
No.
So if France get there, there may be nobody there at the festival. If England get there, I want to go to South Africa for the final. But anyway, I'm only kidding. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope to arrive 2 or 3 days early so I could really soak up some atmosphere, see some live acts. And just join in the fun and play the closing set on the Sunday.
Cool, sounds good. And musically, yesterday you played. What did you play? And can you tell us about your new discoveries?
Well, when I play outside of London, I play the Good Times style. Good Times is exactly what it says on the tin. It makes people smile, it gives people a good time. And yesterday, in a 90-minute set, I managed to play some hip-hop, some jazz, some Latin, some reggae, some Kwaito music from South Africa. What else did I play? A disco classic, drum and bass, house music. I think the only music I didn't play was trance, but I'm not really a fan of that end of house. But I like energy. I love the drum and bass. I didn't have time to play any broken beat. I'm not really a broken beat DJ or a DJ that plays this new electronic sound that's sweeping London at the moment. It's like a sub-reggae type thing. I can't remember what they call it. It's okay.
Dubstep.
Dubstep, yeah. Not for me yet, but maybe I might hear a track in 3 months or 6 months that makes sense to me that I'd want to play. But basically, my set consists of the best music I get to hear. Music without fear, music without prejudice. And it's about perception.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So people perceive me sometimes as being a house DJ. Yeah, I am a house DJ for 90% of the time. But I have a long history in music, going back to 60s Black America. So I can play music for the last, black music from the last 40, 50 years.
How many new records do you have?
I don't know, and it's too late now to start counting.
And do you have a way of putting them together?
Yeah, I'm a selector. I'm a selector.
How do you select? How is your cupboard?
Oh, I have a whole house full, 2 house full of music. So.
Thanks. And what's next, actually?
What's next? To enjoy my 3 days of rest and relaxation in this beautiful Caribbean French-speaking island, and my French is improving. I now know 2 words instead of 1.
What?
Merci beaucoup.
Nice. Well, merci beaucoup. It's been a pleasure, and enjoy.
I'm doing that. Thank you, Martinique. You know what? Magnifique.
Thank you.